everybody. Welcome to Katie in the Morning. I'm Katie Page, Director of Member Relations at the National Association of Healthcare Assistants. As you guys can see, I'm set up a little different today. The main thing that CNAs do, we probably do it 20 to 25 times a day, every single day that we're there, is Pericare. And that is also one of the number one dings that we get on survey. So I'm going to show you guys a surefire way to get 2 thumbs way up today. This is just one of the things that I use as my process when I'm doing Pericare, especially with those residents that are bedbound. It kind of keeps like the dirty with the dirty and the clean with the clean. The funny thing about this is this was taught to me by one of the facilities that I worked at probably 6 or 7 years ago. No, it was longer than that. It had to have been probably 11 years ago. And at the time, I was, that negative Nancy, and like, I'm not doing this. This just takes too much time and you're wasting product. But I came to realize that it actually is not a waste of product. And it is, like I said, a surefire way to get 2 thumbs way up during your survey for Pericare. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is called the 2-bag system. And what I have up here is a bag full of all the clean stuff that I'm going to be using. Right here is my daughter's baby doll, Zelda, which was named by my second oldest son. And then over here, we're going to pretend like this is a bed. And then over here is where you would put either the bag on the bed or have a trash can at the foot of the bed. The first thing you want to remember about the 2-bag system is you keep all the clean stuff at the head of the bed and all the dirty stuff at the bottom of the bed. So we're going to pretend like I washed my hands. We're washing my hands, doing a good job, doing it longer than this. And we're putting our gloves on. And then I'll show you what I have in my bag up here at the head of the bed. And I don't have any wipes on hand, so we're going to pretend like these paper towels are wipes. So here's my wipes. You want 4 to 6 of these in each bag. And then underneath that, I have a couple extra sets of gloves because you never know what you're going to get into until you're into it. And then at the bottom is the clean brief. So you have all that at the top of the bed. And then Miss Zelda here, we're going to pretend like she is just incontinent of urine right now. So we'll just go with that one. And we'll lift her up here. And now your gloves are dirty. So these are the dirty gloves. You're going to have them with the dirty product. Once you start reaching for that clean stuff, you're going to want to shed these and put them in the trash. But one thing I wanted to point out is with state surveyors, what they're looking for with Pericare is front to back and hip to hip. So we'll hold Miss Zelda up here. So you're looking at this entire area from here to here in front, all the way up to the back. Anything that the pad is touching is the parts that you're supposed to be cleaning, whether that part was incontinent or not, because now that the brief is incontinent, the bacteria can travel and that sort of thing. So that's what the state surveyors are looking for. So here we go. And I'm not going to waste this diaper because I have 3 kids under 3, and you guys all know how that goes. There she is. She's incontinent. So what you want to do is you want to tuck that pad underneath there, like that. Shed your gloves. If you have the opportunity to wash your hands, please do so. Otherwise, we're going to pretend like I have hand sanitizer. Squirt my hand sanitizer. Now my hands are clean again. And now you grab out another pair of gloves. Stick them on here. Ideally, if it's a 2-person, you're going to want a clean person and a dirty person. That way there's no cross-contamination there. So everything that is dirty is touched by one person. Everything that is clean is touched by another person. So you're wanting them to hand you the clean stuff instead of reaching into something. So here's my trick. I've learned this, and it takes some time to master. But you want to go to the cleanest area first, and then always flip the wipe with one hand, so you don't have to keep changing your glove, keep changing your glove, because now this is the clean hand, dirty hand. You don't want to cross-contaminate. So you wipe, fold, wipe, fold, wipe. Then this one goes in the garbage. Clean hand. And make sure you get the sides, the hips, all the way across. Oops, just did it. And speaking of which, if you mess up in front of a surveyor, make sure to tell them, like, I don't normally do it this way. I'm just a little nervous because you're watching me. So this is the dirty one. And now this area is all clean. So here goes your gloves. Sanitized. Now we're getting our other gloves on. Ugh. I love it when your hands get sticky and you can't get them back into the gloves now that they're all sweaty. So, and another tip, when you go to roll somebody, take that outside part and kind of do a little fan fold and tuck it right underneath them. So we're going to pretend like there's a draw sheet on Zelda here. So here she goes over. And that way, once she's over, this pad is completely out from underneath her. So you don't have to roll her again. There's that. Here we go. Front to back, flip, front to back, flip, front to back, flip. Make sure you're getting that entire area, like I said, all the way up to where the product ends, whether they're wearing a Tenna product or a brief or a pull-up or however you guys refer to it. And then we're going to take the, shed your gloves. Here we go. And then you can sanitize your hands. You can put another pair of gloves on if you want to. I don't have another set in here. But here's the brief. And at this point, she's still rolled over. So you fan fold it like that. So when you fan fold, you just tuck like that, and then just tuck that other side right back in there, the same way you do when you tuck it underneath to get them out. And just kind of slide underneath there. And then once she's back on her back, or he, depending on who you're doing, just give it a little, and you don't have to roll them towards you. So we'll fold that back up, flip her, and secure. Make sure she's decent for whoever's coming to see her. And there you go. Now, any product that you have left over, you can either tie up and use in this bag for later, so you're not wasting product, or if it's all gone and you just have the bag left, you can use this clean bag in your trash can. That way you're not wasting product that way. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'm going to explain to you guys how to do this from a standing position in the bathroom. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Katie in the Morning. So we just went through like the bed-bound Pericare. You can also use the two-bag system when you're in the bathroom if they're able to stand by themselves. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your clean bag on the back of the toilet, and then either have the garbage can in there or a dirty bag as well. Just remember, when you're doing Pericares, when you're changing people, never ever throw their clothes or their linens on the floor. You're going to want an extra bag for that. Or sometimes you can even, if you have the bed opened up and they're in the lying position, you can put a towel or a soaker pad at the foot of the bed to put all the dirty linen on, so that the dirty linen is never touching what the person is laying on or sitting on. With the two-bag system in the bathroom, you're going to want to do the front peri area while they're sitting down. It's just more comfortable for them. They don't have to stand as long, that sort of thing. And then once they stand up, then you can do the back. And like I said, with state surveyors, they're doing their job just like we are. They don't want to be there any longer than we do, which brings me to what kind of brought this all on for today. I was on social media again because I just love to be on there, and one of the CNAs in this group said that the state surveyors walked in, and she was really nervous. What should she do? And there was like 4 people on there that said, "Run away, turn the other way." That is not going to work. They know who they're watching resident-wise and who is taking care of them before we know who they're watching. They kind of come in and pick those residents out beforehand. They'll ask beforehand, who's working this hallway, who do I need to go to? So running from them is not going to do anything except make you look like you're guilty of something or you don't know what you're doing. The number one thing to remember with surveyors is kind of meet them head on. Let them know that you're comfortable with what you're doing. If you're doing Pericare, make sure that you're talking to the resident, telling them step by step. It almost helps you forget the surveyors even in the room if you just talk yourself through the process. And let them know if you mess up, tell them, I normally wouldn't do that. This is how I would do it. I'm just a little bit nervous because you're watching me. They're people just like we are. They put their shoes and their pants on one leg at a time, 1 foot at a time, just like we do. The main thing they're looking for is the way that we're treating our residents and that we're doing things right. So they're looking for that kind of family-friendly environment when they walk in the door. Do the residents look comfortable? Are they open, with communication, that sort of thing. So CNAs really play a very big role in that. It means we are 90% of the frontline caregivers in the facility itself. So meeting them head on with a smile on their face, I can tell you guys personally, um, there's been a couple times when state surveys come in the last 15 years where I've gone and asked them, "Hey, who do you need to see? Let me know and I'll come get you." And there was one point where the surveyor walked in, she watched me for like 4 seconds, literally. She said, "Well, I can tell you know what you're doing." She turned around and walked out. She didn't even watch me do what she was supposed to be watching me do. So just kind of putting forth that confidence and letting them know, I know what I'm doing. I do this on a daily basis. I care about my residents and I care about what I'm doing is really going to boost you up. But the two bag system is kind of a cheater way of keeping the clean from the dirty and making sure there's no cross contamination and making sure everything gets done in the way that it's supposed to get done. I thank you guys for joining me. I will see you right back here tomorrow when we take on catheter care. Have a good day.